We're back and we're still watching Transformers.
Can I watch the movie instead?
What? What? I think it's kind of fucked
The
up.
80s, the 80s movie.
Okay, yes, the 80s movie.
When I refer to it as the movie because it's actually good.
Oh yeah, well that's true. Well, as I said before, I don't. I like some of the Michael Bay ones. I will not ever try to defend number 2. There's no defending that. It's
Yeah, there's just no for number 2.
His excuse for number 2 is that it happened during the well, it happened right
Writer's strike.
Yeah, the writer's strike in the episode in 2008 or 2009, whatever it was, and they had to like just basically knock out a script in like 2 weeks before the strike started.
Yeah, I somehow doubt that's the reason.
This part of the game is kind of funny because like I guess in this level you're supposed to like beat Murder Master to where the plasma core is, but I caught him and just beat the fuck out of him. It's actually what's even stranger is as well is that like normally when you get boss characters in a loop, it'll let you do like one kind of loop of attacks before they'll just deliberately interrupt your attack to stop you from doing it. But from here you'll see basically it's going to happen in a second that I just find a really stupidly easy loop and just beat the shit out of Motor Master twice.
Well, as long as it works.
No, it's just here we go. He's in the loop now. It's just. When you play Resident Evil sticks, do you hammer the buttons on Willow sticks?
So it's like Spark Mandrill
It is.
all over again.
This is gotta be speedrun strats right here because it's just over and over, just doing the same fucking loop attack on him. So I think
and he's gone.
Did he fucking teleport there or something? I don't even know.
How does he do it?
Local Transformer escapes via teleport. Doctors hate him.
Learned his one trick now.
Autobots want to keep it a secret. So yes, back to the chase. For a little while at least. Hot truck on truck action.
I'm sure that's a fetish somewhere.
I guarantee you there's at least one person masturbating to this right now. So yeah. Lippidoops.
Just doing it over and over and over.
That's it. There is no escape.
For I am Optimus Prime.
Is this guy supposed to be like an evil Optimus Prime? Because they look exactly the same.
I have no idea.
I was asking that more for the people actually watching this because there have been some people in the comments, I don't know if you've looked, but who are very passionate Transformers fans who have been able to tell me everything that I've asked at any point during these videos.
Well, ask and ye shall receive.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying so that's why I'm throwing these questions out there. And the loop continues.
Just staying in the air for minutes on end.
And we said that Autobots couldn't fly.
What is this, Devil May Cry?
I wish it was Devil May Cry. I really do.
Nah.
No, I was talking to Nay about this earlier because I actually finished this game in this recording session, which is great. I'm sure there are people who love this game, and we've kind of talked about how the fact that like we're not really Transformers fans, so we don't have that nostalgia bone for this game. And when I got to like the last level of the game, I forgot how to open these doors. I'm like, how the fuck do you open this door?
Just punch it really, really hard.
Throw a car at it. It still doesn't work. God damn it. Yeah, we're talking like because we don't have that nostalgia for this game. We just basically, I came to the realization halfway through like the final boss fight. I'm like, you know what? This is like really all this game is really just Platinum using their really fucking amazing combat design to cover up what would be otherwise a really shitty game.
They keep doing that over and over lately, it seems.
Well, they did it with Korra as well, to be fair.
Yeah.
And it is. I mean, like. I'm sure like some people are going to get genuinely mad at me saying that, and I do apologize for that. But like, look at it from an objective standpoint. Aside from the combat, what is a redeeming feature about this game? There isn't one. Like you play,
it's just kind of there.
Yeah, it's like the story is like all over the fucking place, and you'll see that very shortly if you don't agree with me. Like the levels are just like they're empty and look identical, and the music's great fucking music. But like aside from the fact that it has Gen 1 Transformers in it and has really fucking good combat, there's not really any redeeming qualities to this game. It's also really short.
Well, I think they realized it wasn't very good, so they just kind of like, okay, we'll make it a budget title then.
Yeah. And yeah, it's a budget title, which is to be fair. But like, if you take out all the deaths from this game, like this is probably, you know, a 3 or 4 hour game, maybe 5 tops.
So it's like Metal Gear Solid 4 when you skip all the cutscenes.
That's like a 5-minute game once you skip all those. Yeah, so that's my overall thoughts on this game, having now finished it, and also fuck the last boss fight. I mean, we're not going to see that for a while, but I'm just putting that out there now. I will bitch about that when we get there. Fuck the last boss fight.
Well, at least it's the final boss, so it's supposed to be stupid hard.
It is. But it's basically the Armstrong fight from Metal Gear Rising, just not as much fun.
No.
That's really all it is. But again,
No nanomachines.
Yeah, we'll save that bitching for when we get there, though, because now we're talking about Motor Master.
No nanomachines, but we're big machines, so...
That's right. Well,
progress?
Well, on a cosmic scale, they're nanomachines. It's all a matter of perspective, Nayrman. You gotta open your eyes.
True.
So yeah, you're probably right.
So this is what, the 3rd time we're beating him up?
No, this is the first time we're fighting Motor Master.
Oh, I thought the other guy was early out. Oh, that's a different motor guy, right?
It doesn't matter. So this was actually a rare boss fight that I finished on the first attempt, which is pretty neat. Didn't even have to edit that one.
With the core leaking, I should be able to rig something together.
This is also not much fun either. This is like an escort mission, essentially. Except you don't even escort. Well, actually, no. We have to we have to find the plasma core first. So you just gotta run around until you find where it is. But once you actually get there, you have to actually protect Wheeljack while he's repairing the damn thing.
The redder it gets, the closer you are.
Why can't Wheeljack protect himself?
Because he's busy repairing the core. And he's incapable of doing anything else at the same time. So yeah, you guys gotta kind of run around here and like just until obviously you find where it is by looking at the distance indicator. So again, I can see where they're trying to mix things up and trying to make it more varied, but it's like not like this is really interesting.
Still driving around an empty city.
Exactly. I'm just giving no fucks about these guys. I'm just going past all of them.
Don't care. I don't have to fight you.
Exactly. Am I sealed in this area? Nope. Also, the camera is a serious problem in this game at some points, which you'll see later on as well.
I was about to say that was a beautiful angle there.
It was. Oh, you have no idea. There's a boss fight coming up in the next episode against Starscream, which is just fuck my life kind of camera stuff.
Yeah, we fight Starscream again.
Yes, you fight every boss in this game at least twice, I think.
Yeah.
Again, budget title.
Starscream isn't even fun to beat up on. He always gets beat up on.
Well, this is my problem. There's nothing fun about beating up robots. I mean, there's no... Yeah, I mean, there's no visceral sensation. There's no blood. There's no wounds. There's no anything. You just punch them until they explode.
Does a robot feel pain?
Well, apparently these ones do. But, I mean, yeah, it's not like... Metal Gear Rising was, like, part of, what... If you want to compare this to another Platinum game, which is very similar, yeah, Metal Gear Rising really isn't all that different to this game. It looks a lot better and has, arguably better action scenes. But I mean, in terms of like the combat, it's not that different. But one of the things that made the combat a lot of fun was like how, the whole Zandetsu system of like being able to cut people up in individual ways and be really, creative if you want to, and how you slaughter them. And you don't get any of that here.
No, it just looks like you're just using the same stuff over and over.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, once again, like, not ragging on Transformers fans, you guys probably do enjoy this game way more than we do, so that's more our fault than yours, but, because we're not really the intended audience for this game. But yeah, that's my takeaway from it.
Next week, watch us geek out over Korra, which is the same thing gameplay-wise, but we like it a lot better.
Exactly! We'll be far more forgiving on that game than we will on this. We'll be completely unfair.
But you're the 80s guy.
I'm not the... Dude, I was a fucking kid in the 80s. I was like 5 years old when this was out.
Well, still longer than me.
I know, but it's not that much longer. So yeah. This is the part, as I said, we're protecting Wheeljack while he's repairing the core. So basically, long story short is you gotta fight off 5 waves of enemies here. Which is like
I'm getting flashbacks to the damn bomb diffusions in Arkham Knight.
And those are the good kind of flashbacks.
No. The mission just got ridiculous after a while.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Like, Arkham Knight's a good game. It's not a bad game. I mean, it's still a solid 8 out of 10 for me. It's just not as good as some of the other Arkham games.
Not even close.
Really? You think you really think so? I think like there's not really a whole lot separated. I think that they just had there's a couple of questionable choices in there, and obviously the most questionable of all is like how many fucking tank missions there are.
Well, just between everything going in the story as well as just the over-reliance on the Batmobile and tank missions, I just feel that the other ones just are better in almost every way. And not to say that Arkham Knight's bad per se, but
Well, the thing
I
is,
would much rather go back to Asylum and City anytime.
well, the thing is, like, you're a huge Batman fan, so obviously, like, the whole revelation of Jason Todd, spoilers, would not have been a big fucking surprise to you, as it was not to me, and I'm not even that big a Batman fan, I just know about Jason Todd. But for people who aren't, like, huge Batman nerds, I mean, that probably had a bit more kick to it.
Possibly, but everyone called it was Jason Todd from the start.
Everyone!
Yeah, so when they said, "Oh, it's a new character," we like totally didn't believe them, and then the game came out and it was Jason Todd, and we're like, "Yeah."
Well, how long were you calling it for Jason Todd? Like in terms of like the actual build up to the game?
The second I heard his voice, because he sounds exactly like he does in Under the Red Hood movie.
Okay, fair enough. I haven't seen that movie in a while. That punch fucks everything. Like, it takes forever to build that attack up, but it does do a stupid amount of damage.
Well, that's usually how they go in these style beat-em-ups.
Also, this is my question. Does when Motormaster, like, obviously transforms in this giant form here, he just gets a bunch of cars to stick to him. Can't he just grow that big regularly? Does he need a bunch of cars to stick to him to do that?
What's the point of growing that big if you're just going to get beat up anyway?
Also, I'm going to say, like, I don't know if it was because it was after a day of playing Street Fighter and I was kind of tired, but, like, I genuinely, like, the first time where he's like, no one defeats Motormaster, I'm like, did you say Menstruator? I'm sorry, that's just where my brain goes. I apologize. So,
I'm punching your little toe.
So just for something different when fighting another giant robot made out of other robots.
Ooh.
Because they didn't want to do a third Devastator fight in a row.
It's the same thing, really.
It's exactly the same thing. Just with slightly different attacks. I mean, so much of the combat in this game also boils down to... I don't know, I mean, like, in Bayonetta, like, doing Witch Time in Bayonetta feels like a reward for being skillful. Whereas in this game, getting the slowdown for dodging is just a fucking necessity because otherwise you'll die constantly.
Yeah, because it seems like if you don't, you'll just get pummeled a lot.
It is, well, it is literally, like, I cannot think of a way you'd be able to complete this game without doing the dodge move in combat, because you would just die so fast, so often. I can't, unless you just stood back and fired guns all the time. That's the only way I think it could work, because it's just, if you try to do melee combat, you just have to dodge. Whereas in Bayonetta, it's much more optional in, like, dodging, because, unless it's a boss fight, just because that's the way, just, you know, it's there as an additional mechanic, not really a necessity, I think. At least that's the way that I play Bayonetta, at least.
I can play Bayonetta, but I'm not very good at it.
Well, I was gonna say, like, because you guys are doing Bayonetta on the channel soon, aren't you?
Eventually, yes.
Okay.
I'm not the one recording it, so yay.
Okay. How do you guys figure out the schedule on that channel? Does it just come down to, like, here's a bunch of games that we've all promised to record, whoever, like, decides to actually get around to it first?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
We're pretty chill about things.
Yeah, because I saw your Bayonetta thumbnail on DeviantArt, so I was just curious.
Yeah, we're getting to it eventually. Oh, looks like repairing kits.
Yeah, auto repair kits, because I picked those up randomly. It's actually kind of funny because I didn't even realize that this game had an item system in it until, like, the last mission of the game. I'm like, what happens if I press the touchpad on the PS3 controller? Oh, it brings up a different menu where I can pick fucking items out.
How about that?
It's crazy, I know. Although you'll see it in a later episode, and maybe someone can, because I'm genuinely curious about this, is that I looked at my inventory, and it's like, oh, my inventory has repair kits in it. I can heal in combat now. I use a med kit, and I get no health back from it at all. I cannot for the life of me figure out why that is, because it consumes the med kit, but I get no health, which seems like a pretty shitty deal.
Maybe it's just a bug or something?
I don't know, or whether there's, like, I found that there's, like, a crafting system for, like, items that'll give you, like, stat boosts and stuff as well, which I kind of did, so I don't know if, like, I accidentally picked an item that was maybe interfering with that. Is probably my best guess. I don't know, but it's just really weird. So, as I said, maybe it'll show up in a later episode, but yeah, maybe someone can explain that to me, because I have no fucking idea what that is.
Gonna make it, you gonna make it, you gonna make it.
I know, it's actually kind of hype, because I'm like, can I do it, can I do it, can I do it? Yes! Anyways, guys, we'll see you on the next episode.